Alright, so I'm in my garage. And here's the UTV here. I'm gonna be ripping this whole thing apart. All of this, all of that. This has got to come off too. And I'm removing, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Probably not. Well, that's the front differential. Let me get this light on. Hold up. Okay. So this front differential's got to come out. That means the front drive shaft has got to come out. Which is like right there. I'm not going to point to it, but you get it. And what I'm going to be installing, it's going to be breathtaking. It's a locker. So, made by Torq locker. Torq locker, and that's all this is. Pretty much 4 basic parts here. I gotta take apart the differential and remove all the spider gears and install this. I should be done with this in like 3 days. I'm not really in a huge hurry, but we'll see. Stay tuned. Alright, I'm sweaty. My glasses are fogging up. Anyways, so I'm out in about an hour into this right now. And I've got the A-arm and CV axle, hub assembly, all this entire thing. It's gone. Here's the brake caliper. And the same thing on this side. Out. It's gone. Brake caliper. I actually bought new shocks. I'm excited for that. There's the differential right there. It's, I forgot to drain the differential fluid. What am I doing with my life? So, now I gotta go do that real quick. So, I gotta go drain the diff fluid because I completely spaced it. So, tune in. Okay, another update. I'm very sweaty. This is hard work, but it's gonna be worth it, I promise. Anyways, so I had to take the winch mount off. That was not fun. The differential is ready to be pulled out. Just pull it straight out. I'm missing the nut that goes to the bolt that goes through this right here. I'm bleeding a little bit, but it's okay. But I'm hoping I can set this camera up in a way you guys can see this. But I don't have anything. I have this cat litter box. Okay. Let's see if I can get this on here. Okay. Oh. What a journey. Been on this for like 2 hours now or so. Can you see that okay? Oh, camera shut off. God, I'm really bleeding now. That's crazy. Huh. All like, I don't even know. We'll be alright though. I don't feel any pain. We're good. But anyways. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I don't know what that was. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, there's that nut. So I don't know how this is gonna go on. I'm bleeding from my forehead, apparently. I'll look at that in a minute. Let's see, am I? My bleed. I got a nosebleed. It's okay. It's whatever. Anyway, so yeah, this is out. There's that nut I lost. Ignore the blood. So that's cool. That actually goes on here, so I don't lose that. And this is the drive shaft right here. Here's the diff. I might work on this for like another hour. And I might call it quits. Because I need to wind down. I gotta go to work tonight. But I don't know if you can see this. You might. So, oh man, my fat ass under here. There needs to be a spring right here. Let me make sure it's in there. Find where the damn hole is. Well, okay. It literally came out like that. Okay. Oh, that. I'm gonna go get cleaned up, figure out why I'm bleeding, and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back like 15 minutes later, maybe 10, but I cleaned myself up. Apparently my nose is bleeding like right there. Little tip, I don't really know, but aside the point. So, boom, check that out. Look at that. So I just cracked this. I just wanted to reveal this. This was very easy to get off, but check this out. Oh shoot, put the camera down. Shoot. Should have checked that. Let me put you over here. Or I should have planned this better. You can't really see. Give me a second. I'm gonna just pull this, take this off. Well, apparently I thought I had it, but I didn't. Okay. Wiggle it out, maybe. There it comes. Okay. Okay, we got the retaining clip in there. Okay, so their shim. Very important. This doesn't get lost. We'll set that right back in there. So that actually looks like good. Looks very good. Look at that. Just take this out. Some more wiggling maybe. See if I can get that real quick. Just put this right here. You're gonna be a pain, huh? Alright, so I'm just gonna get this off, but we are making progress in a minute. Alright, so I did not make it very far. I ran into an issue and I don't have enough time to go fix it today. Not fix it, but I'll show you. So this is where I'm at. I got the whole thing split apart. I just washed my hands, I don't want to touch that. And I need to clean all these fibers up, that's crazy. There's a pin, you stick a punch down in there, this hole, and then the pin is right there. Can you see that? There's like a, yeah, anyways, and that's what holding this little pin in right here to release the spiders, the spider gears. I can't get to that. I have borrowed a neighbor's punch, and now I owe him a new punch. So that happened. Then I thought, you know, screw it, let's use some nails, right? That's cool. So, well, let me see what happened to those. I used drill bits. I didn't care about these drill bits, but you know. And I used nails, and I'm like, okay, well, this definitely ain't getting done today. Nope. So I'm just gonna call it a day on this, so I can go to Ace Hardware tomorrow, spend some good money on some very good punches, and this thing's not gonna stand a chance tomorrow. So that's where I am. Later. Gotta turn it off. Later. Okay, so I just got home and I bought these punches. I had to go to 2 different Ace Hardwares for them. I'll probably just give these to my neighbor after I'm done because I broke his. So there's that. But anyway, it did work. I got that pin down, see? And now this pin freely moves. So bear with me. I am going to take the spiders out and put the locker in. Let's go. I'll even set you right there. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Just the set pin. Now everything should just come apart. Got the spiders right here, the spider gears. These are the, I believe these are called the axle gears here. So that's it. Actually, that's pretty much all this is just, I mean, it's the same principles of what's in a vehicle, to be honest. It's, except smaller. So let me get my locker, which is over here. Oh, okay. So we're going to put this one down here. Okay. And we're going to put this one here. Then, so this is actually, like I said before, this is designed to slide in. So this gets slid in like this. Hold up. I think I'm missing a shim. Top and bottom. There's a shim right here. Let's see how this fits in place. I'll have to watch a video before I actually put everything together. But there was a shim here. I'm not seeing it again, but we'll see how this goes in. So this gotta get locked in. Then we'll take the top, we'll slide this in just like that. And now this one comes in like this. Maybe. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. This has got to go in. Then we slam this to the top. And this goes in magically like that. And then this pin goes in. So we got a hole right there where the set pin goes right here. So this goes in like this. Just have to lift this up. And make sure everything is squared in. Come on. Everything. Oh, because I have it in the wrong way. Okay, now we're good. Okay. That's it. That is installed. And now the springs. So there's 2 springs that go here, and then another one on the other side. I'll show you. So here's one spring. We'll just set this in here. Just with our hands. Let's put the one on the bottom first. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but just bear with me. I can push that in with the punch. That's what I saw people do. Put it in slightly there. There it goes. See, you got the spring in there, and then you just kind of push it in place. And then we'll rotate this. What does it rotate? That's so cool. We'll rotate it like that, and then look at the other spring. And we'll just pop that in place. Just like that. And push it with the punch. That's it. I still believe that is it. Yeah. All right. Stay tuned. All right. So, mission complete on that. Wow. I got the shims in place inside. Everything is connected. Everything is straight. I didn't know what these little things were. It worried me because I'm like, what do these do? I didn't even see any videos about these, but they go on little spider gears like that. Well, that one's already got one, but they go on just like, oops, sorry, like that. Little bag of little spider gears. So we don't need these anymore. So probably give Harper that, clean up, make a necklace. But anyways, so we got these bolts around here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So we need to torque these to spec, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So take this. We'll just tighten them up real quick. There we go. Not tighten, we'll just kind of snug them. Okay, and then these ones actually take a bigger socket, so I think it's a 12. Yeah, just tighten these down real quick. Okay, so now let me show you how to torque these down. We'll start with the 12. Not that was a 14 I just used. Okay, so here's how we do it. Now, to tighten these down, torque to spec, we just got to give it 2 ugga-duggas. So let me show you what that looks like. So that was actually like a couple more than 2 ugga-duggas, but we're still doing good. See, that's not going anywhere. So now we're going to give this one only 2 ugga-duggas. All right, so 2 ugga-duggas there. And just if we're doing the star, like changing a tire, that's how you have to tighten these. So now this one's a 14 millimeter, so we're gonna give this one 3 ugga-duggas. Very nice. Switch back over to the 12. Only 2 ugga-duggas. Switch back over to the 14. I think I did this. Nope. Alright. I think that's good. I will make sure these other ones are tight. With a half an ugga-dugga. That is it. I'm gonna head over and pop this into the UTV. This is gonna be not so fun, but you know, neither is this project, so the fun comes afterwards. So I will see you in a bit. See ya. Oh, look at Mr. Lincoln. Lincoln! Such a cool puppy. Alright, see ya. Okay, so I put the diff in the front drive shaft, and then when everything was all tightened down, I realized, like, oh dang, the drive shaft fell out of the differential. So I'm like, well, now I have to unbolt everything and put it back together. So anyways, so everything is in there, and these are all torqued, you know, with the Ugga Duggas. And I put the 4-wheel drive cable, right, put all that back there. I might have to take that apart and readjust it. And then the sensor to activate, I don't really know. I've been told the 4-wheel drive. I don't know. I really don't know what this is for, but I put this sensor back in there. Where is it? Oh, it fucking popped out. Now I have to put it back in. That really wasn't fun to... Where'd it go? It's right there. It's a good thing I looked at that. Let's see if I can just put it back in. Oh, just dropped my damn camera. Okay. Just gotta put this sensor back in. See if I can just do it real quick. Very tight in there. Okay, we're good. Okay, put that sensor back in there. I don't know if you can see that. Filled up the diff with some fluid. That took forever. The front drive shaft is... I took this apart because I needed to see what I was doing, so... That front drive shaft looks like it's in great. Nice. So, I don't know how much longer I got. I really want to get the 2 wheels on, but you know, if I gotta wait till tomorrow, I gotta wait till tomorrow because I gotta go to work tonight. So, that differential, if anything, was the very biggest accomplishment. And there's Mr. Lincoln, my trusted assistant. Before I forget, they gave me new retaining clips, and I'm pretty sure they're for the CV axles here, because I got 2 of them. So right here you can see if I can put the camera back on. Okay, yeah. You can see there's a retaining clip right there. I don't know if you can see that. There's a retaining clip like right there. I got it. There's one on each axle. Take them off and put these 2 new ones on, and we'll see. I might work on this for 15 more minutes. I might work on it for another 30, but definitely not another hour. So let's go. Let's go. Okay, so that was a lot of work, and my back hurts, my knees hurt, and like, I'm not gonna lie, everything kind of hurts. At least I'm not bleeding or anything like that, right? So this is what I got. So I took the shocks off because I said, like yesterday at the beginning of that video, I bought new shocks. These shocks are not adjustable at all. They're just shitty coilovers, but the ones I'm getting are going to be kind of set up like this. Yeah, where you can adjust them like that. You can see where I ghetto did that, which I don't really care. I made it stiffer. So I'm hauling all this weight. So those are the same kind of shocks that I'm buying. So I'll just deal with it tomorrow. I don't know when I'm getting that shock. I don't really care. Probably either today or tomorrow. I don't really know. But anyways, nothing is tightened down. Everything's just literally just hand tight. I did test the locker. It does work. So the best way I can think of to show you is kind of very ghetto, but I mean that's okay because this is the ghetto garage. So let me just make sure the wheels are straight. See, even the tie rods are all not tightened. So we're gonna do all that later tomorrow. I'm done with it today. I gotta go to bed in like 2 hours. So anyways, we're gonna use this bar. I'm gonna put you guys somewhere. Hold up. Let's see if you can see everything here. Hopefully you don't hear that air compressor in the background. Okay. So best way how to show you is, so like if you look at that other one, you know, it spins just fine. Okay. Then let's just say you want a free wheel like this wheel, like you're making a turn, but it's not really sensing that you need the locker. This is the best of my knowledge. I'm trying to explain this. So if you're making a turn and you don't need, and it senses, hey, you're not in big trouble because this isn't spinning as fast as that, to compress those two springs and making it to where they can't click, which I'm about ready to show you. So the best, like I said, ghetto. Best way I can do this is kind of turn this a little bit. Okay. Now you're gonna hear a click. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. So I'm simulating making a turn. So that one's not gonna move. You can hear that clicking. It's not going anywhere. It's like, hey, we don't need four-wheel drive. That's the best way I can explain it right now because I don't have it put together and I'm not in the trails. So, yeah, I did put those retaining clips in. That was kind of weird. The first time I've done so. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So, all that's really left to do is, well, I got to tighten down everything with a couple ugga-duggas. That's not a big deal. Then I gotta put that on. I'm not really looking forward to that because that wasn't the easiest to get off. And then they have these U-bolts there that go on it too. And then I gotta wait for my shocks to come in, and I gotta put these brake calipers in. Like, it's almost done, man. The hard work is already done, which I just wanted, that's all I wanted to get done, was just to put that locker in. I didn't care if I got anything else done today, because everything else, well, putting the diff in, that was not fun. That sucked. That just downright sucked. But other than that, the whole other process of bolting this all down and bolting that all down, it's pretty simple, straightforward. The caliper is straightforward. The shock's even easier. The shock goes here, bolts up there, and yeah, you can see everything's all like loose, which I don't really care. It's just for the test, you know. So that is it. Stay tuned tomorrow. If I get my shocks today, this will be done tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. These shocks should give me a lot better comfier ride. I'll lose like a ½ inch of clearance from people overseas. That's like, what is that, 16? Yeah, about 16 millimeters of clearance, which is not bad because you gain a really nice cushiony ride. So overall fun experience. Anyways, I'm gonna go relax, wind down. I'm done. It's gonna snow on me tonight. I'm not really looking forward to that, going to work and that bullshit, but later. Alright, I'm back. This is part 3. Somebody stole my trailer last night. I'm pretty pissed about that. When I found out about that, I went to work and something just wasn't right. I kept getting this notification like there's movement in going into the side of my house. So I told them, like, F this, dude, I'm just going home. And that's where I'm at right now without a trailer. Anyways, so I put this together. You know, if you're angry, man, you might as well just go ahead and get the aggression out on a project, you know. So this is the project that I have in hand. So anyways, yeah, I did get those shocks last night, or not last night, but yesterday before work, or before I went to bed. I don't remember. I got these shocks, but you can see in the sun, they are adjustable down here. There's 5 points of adjustment. Everything is all tightened to the Ugga Dugga spec. This is the old shock. You can see there is no adjustment. Nothing compared to that one. Or nothing compared to that, compared to this. Just like the rears. So it's like, what is it, 5 in the morning? Yeah, about 5 in the morning. And like everything is ready to go right now. All I got to do is just jack it up and take it for a test spin, but I don't feel like waking up the neighborhood, so I'm gonna have to wait a couple of hours, I guess. But let me show you the locker again. Like I said, everything is good. I still have to attach that bumper. That's not a big deal. So we put you back right here. So, like I said, you know, both tires spin. But if you're making a turn, let's just say, when you're making a turn, one tire spinning faster than the other. So that's this. And that's the clicking. Obviously, this has to have some serious RPM to actually compress that locker, I believe, but that's what I got. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see it. Like, it's trying to activate right now, because you can see it's not slipping on that side. But it's starting to turn. And that clicking is the locker. The cup's just saying, hey, we don't need four-wheel drive, so it just keeps slipping and keeps slipping. So, yeah. I mean, it's all ready to go. So, I guess I'll give you an actual update probably in a couple of hours, because I don't want to piss off my neighbors. It is a Saturday, so people are probably sleeping in. Alright. See you in a couple hours. Peace. Okay, I think there's like probably 2 videos left of this entire project. So I got this bumper back on. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pain. That was the real pain. Not just because of the winch. Winch isn't even really, the whole thing isn't even that heavy. But yeah, we are good to go. I gotta wait until I don't know, sometime in the morning in a couple of hours. And I have a dirt lot. Well, since I don't have a trailer anymore, there's like a dirt area I could drive this to and try to test everything out. As far as I'm concerned, I do believe the 4-wheel drive box, which I never really showed that. There's like a throttle cable that goes to this box. Okay, so that box is hidden behind the damn tire. Jesus. If you could see a little black box down there. Where is it? With like 3 screws or nut bolts. Wow, that's gonna be hard to get to later on in life. Okay. I drove it like back and forth a foot or 2 in my garage because I don't want to wake my neighbors up. It said it engaged, it said it fully disengaged, engaged and disengaged again. So I think I'm good. I don't know. Like I said, a couple hours and take it out for a spin, try it out. It's looking pretty good though. Lincoln! Got the dog. Let him. Alright, so the GoPro camera is inside the housing, so you might hear some scratchiness. But anyways, it's lighter out. So I'm all dressed up, it's all, you saw the snow out there. This is actually what I'm wearing when I'm camping. I got a heated jacket on right now. Got my thermals on. I'll show you that. Just on the hand. Not trying to pull my pants down. Thermal underwear. And Mr. Winkin' jacket. When I get out to that field, I think he might, be using the bathroom, marking his territory, so that is why I kind of used a hair tie for him. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this camera on. I hope to God you guys don't hear scratching, because every time I do this with the housing, you hear scratching. So let's go. Okay, we're gonna head for this. I hear you, big guy. Is that good? Finger length. Bring your hat just. Oh, cat. What are you doing, Stella? Yuki cat. Alright, Mr. Winkin. Let's go. No, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Get in. Good boy. Ugh. This is the first test drive. Let it see the Honda or the Hello. Okay. Close my garage door since theft is a thing. Garage door closed. Kind of worried you guys are going to see everything. I'm going to push you up a little bit. This head mount. I can already hear the clicking of the differential. So another thing, hopefully you can hear me. I am going to that dirt field. I'm talking loud because I don't know if you can hear me. But Mr. Lincoln's kind of cold. Put his hood on. So we're going to the dirt field. Test out the four-wheel drive. One thing about the side-by-side, it does not shift properly unless it's warm. It's not warm. Slippery! Make sure that boot's in place. Yeah, everything's solid. Engine's nice and warm. Mr. Lincoln's over there, if you can see that. I don't know, that's why I'm checking my head. He's peeing on stuff, so that's why I did the hair tie. Alright, so I was in two-wheel drive. Now I'm going to be going to four-wheel drive. Can't really tell if it's working. And my head. I mean, if anything, pull the camera off my head real quick. So if anything, everything is working correctly. Everything is working correctly. I don't hear any bad noises. I think the clicking that I'm hearing is for me turning. If you remember me saying, you know, whenever you, these wheels they're supposed to be clicking, you know, with the different RPM and everything. When you're turning and giving power. The only thing I'm concerned is maybe the full drive actually isn't engaging when it's telling me that it is. I don't know. But the only way to tell that is if I completely jack up the entire system and get power to the wheels. And when I'm talking about the throttle that I showed you in there, somewhere in there, with the 3 bolts. Lost my dog. Lincoln! He's over there. So I'm gonna head back home and grab my dog. Give another update. Alright, so I did just take it for a test drive. And I don't know. I don't think the full drive is working just because, well, I messed with the throttle cable. That little throttle cable for the full drive with the 3 bolts that I showed you over in there. I mean, I'm not hearing any clinking or clanking like I installed it wrong, the locker, but I do believe that throttle cable does need to be adjusted a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see. The only way I could actually tell is maybe if I jack it up on all fours and like up in the air and spin the wheels and see if it spins. Which I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't know. I'm going to do some homework on that. It did, like I said, it did drive good. No clinking, no clacking. No nothing like I'm tearing it up or anything. So, Mr. Lincoln, stay tuned. Alright, so I just got home. I completely busted out this U-joint right here. Well, this is the new one, but that was not seated very properly. And it completely, the drive shaft was completely just, well, I could show you. It was, let's see here. Mess in here, you clean it up. This part was technically in the drive shaft like that, spinning around, and it screwed this whole yoke up. Surprised it didn't screw up this drive shaft, but let's see, we'll get it all connected the right way this time and actually put together the right way. So I'm going to do that, give you an update in a couple of hours how that went. Peace. Alright, so I'm back. Shout out to my buddy Brian for saying you'll come over and help me with this and didn't. That's cool, man. I know your wife is gonna see this, so show Brian this. Yeah, that was fun, Brian. Anyways, so I got well, not everything done, but it's at least the axles here, the control arms, everything. All this is pretty much put together with the Ugga Dugga specs, Torqs. I put everything on, everything is connected. My issue was last time. So I actually just opened this up. So that drive shaft, the front drive shaft, is completely connected in front. I haven't taken this out for a test drive, obviously, but my issue was when I pulled that drive shaft to make it go towards the vehicle to seat it, I undid it from the front here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's that U-joint and everything is in there straight as it should be. So anyways, I got a little test here I want to show you. I did test it, it does work. So we're just going to turn, oh, the vehicle's already on. So we're going to put it in two-wheel drive. And let me set you down over here. Right there. Move this grease over here. So you see everything okay? I think you can. Maybe we should go a little bit this way. Okay, so anyways, we're in two-wheel drive. So this is just gonna click, because if we put it in four-wheel drive and we do this test, all the tire, or you know, you're not gonna be able to move it. So anyways, whoop, I was going the wrong way. You can hear that clicking, that's a good sign. Now, if I remove this, and we're gonna put it in four-wheel drive, I should not be able to, if I turn this, that means this vehicle's gonna fall off that jack stand. So now we're in four-wheel drive. I'm gonna sit here and just, it ain't moving. Which is great, everything's in there how it should be. So, this was a success. Third time around, right? We are gold. So, I will check back in after I got the throttle cable connected, tires on, and the calipers on, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so to the best of my knowledge, this thing is completely put together. Random screw. So I got the bumper put on. Turn that light on. This bumper's such a pain. It's amazing how much of a pain that bumper is. Got the tires on. I haven't started it yet, but it should work this time. I've probably spent maybe 8 or 9 hours because of that screw up. I have ripped this entire thing out, put it back in. Noticed that I dropped the drive shaft, so I took it back out. Thought I reseated that drive shaft in that yoke and drove like maybe 4 miles within two days and just destroyed those teeth inside that yoke, and had to rip it out again, completely rip it out. Had to order a new piece, which was only like $80 for that yoke. I'm actually impressed that it's actually U-jointed. U-jointed front and rear drive shafts. I thought it was personally a CV axle, like, you know, these shafts are. But they're U-jointed, which is pretty cool. I just thought they were CV just because they were in the boot, but whatever. But we are ready to go. I will see you guys in the field. By the way, last time I went off-roading, I found Lincoln a ball. Right in the middle of the field, so that's Lincoln's travel ball. It's off-road ball. So anyways, I'll see you guys at the field. Alright, I'm back in this field here. So I really can't tell if the four-wheel drive is working. The only way that I actually could tell really is engaging it on a soft area, because if it is engaged, it's probably going to snap an axle on a hard surface. So we're here on the dirt. So anyways, I disabled my power steering and two-wheel drive. I remembered what that felt like. There was actually no difference between four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive, to be honest with you. But with the locker, I could tell there is a lot more resistance when I try to turn with the power steering completely disengaged. It's almost unbearable, maybe because I've gotten so used to the power steering. Very nice add-on, but as far as I can tell, man, this whole thing, it's working great. I'm looking at my differential here. Differential looks good. I put grease into there, so if you see any grease, that's just grease, marine grease, just to protect the seal. But anyways, so that's not leaking oil. That's great. This right here ain't leaking oil, which that's great. My front shaft is, you might be able to actually see it now. Let me put this back on, and I'll crawl to the side there. I'll put this back on. There we go. And see if you can see that yoke, maybe. Not really, man. It's well, kind of. Turn the wheel. Let in some light. Okay. So I don't know, you can't really see it, but it's like, you see the boot and everything. Anyways, that's straight. That is mint. Amazing. So yeah, I am about ready to head home and just edit some videos and upload this hopefully today. So later. All right, so I did just make it home, and actually I just randomly tested. Well, I didn't think I was going to test it, but it actually does work 100%, even without being on the trail, because so I'll park this in my backyard, because now I'm worried about theft, which is awesome. Anyways, so I was in two-wheel drive and I just backed it in here, and my tire was actually starting to skid. Probably you'll see the skid marks. Maybe is it on this side? I don't know what side it was on, but it started to skid. I don't know, it did start to skid, and I'm like, wait a minute, if it's skidding, then maybe if I put on the four-wheel drive, because it was having a hard time humping the tire over this right here. Linking down right here, there's Lincoln for reference. And so I just moved forward and I put it in four-wheel drive, and I rolled backwards, back into where it's parked at right now, and it grabbed the ledge, because everything was working in one instead of just the rear having power. Every single tire had power. So I do know that the locker does work, and it's pretty nice. Also, these shocks right here, like I said, this is a 2016 Pioneer 500. These shocks are from a 2017 Pioneer 500, so they did a little bit of a shock upgrade in the next year up from what I have, but they also aren't geared as low as mine. But that's what it is. Pretty fun week working on this whole thing, probably week and a half working on this whole thing. Everything is working great, amazing, exactly how I should. Just kind of sucks the season is over and I no longer have a trailer to haul it anywhere. So yeah, there's that. I'm working on that one though. But anyways, I am gonna go downstairs and start editing videos. Peace. Thinking.